maliit naman yung upper X natin dun sa lower X. And as you can see, since the affected part is right, mas lower ang medial aspect of the medial aspect of the Thomas split compared to the lateral aspect. Kasi this would fit into the groin of the patient. Na pag mas mataas ang medial portion than that of the lateral portion, masakit to work up the patient. Diba?
Yes, ma'am.
That is why we need to check first prior to the preparation ng mga gagamitin natin kung anong affected, whether it is right or not.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? And then we have here 3 ropes. No? The short one, the shortest one is
The thyroid.
tie rope. And then the long one
Traction.
is the traction rope. And the
Longest.
is
Suspension.
the suspension rope. Okay. And then we have also here the 5 slings. Okay, this is intended for adult, because there are also children who will undergo this procedure. No, the 2 longest and widest one are intended for the thigh of the patient, kasi mas ano siya, broader and mas heavier siya. And the 3 slings are intended for the leg part. Okay? And along with this is we will be needing the safety pin dapat. Diba?
Yes, ma'am.
Safety pin, but in here we will be using the paper clip, big paper clips. But we cannot make use of this for an actual patient because it would give weight. Hindi niya kakayanin. Kaya dapat ang gagamitin natin is the safety pin. Okay? And then, we have here the weight bags. Okay? The lighter one is the suspension weight, the suspension bag, which is 50% of the total weight of the
Traction.
bag. And the traction bag, which is heavier, which is 10% of the total weight of
the patient.
patient. Okay. And then, we have here the foot support. Ito ang foot support natin. We call this as foot support because it is intended for one
Foot.
foot only.
Only.
Okay? Yung nakita natin doon sa PowerPoint kanina is footboard, which is intended for both of the feet. Okay. Now, we are ready for the... Pwede kayong umupo kung gusto niyo.
Yes, ma'am.
As long as nakikita ninyo. Okay? Remember that when we are to assemble itong BST natin, we should not be assembling it in the bed of the patient. Meron tayo talagang station wherein we will be assembling it. Because if we have to assemble it here, madi-displace yung pasyente. Kita ninyo, the position of the patient, andun na yung buttocks niya. Makuhulong na siya.
Yes.
So we should not be assembling this here. However, for the sake of for the sake of demonstration with you along with our patient, ito na lang natin gagawin. At ganun din ang gagawin ninyo during your return demonstration. Okay, so we are now ready to assemble the apparatus. First is, we have to estimate the size of the thigh of the patient coming from the ischial spine, okay, ischial spine to the knee of the patient. It is because it is in here where we will going to attach the Pearson attachment into the Thomas spine. Remember that person's attachment should always be behind. Lower that the Thomas split. Okay. Then we have to screw it tight. Then next to that is we are to
Rest. Rest is split.
okay, you have to hold it like this. Attach it, attach the person attachment to the breast split. Itong person attachment dito sa baba. And then the Thomas split sa. We have to secure it. Pero ganyan kasi siya, hindi sila magka-size. Mas malaki itong rest split than the pure sounds attachment. Okay? Okay? Naku. Nalukay si
From the in to ano?
Okay. So next to that is we are now to get the tie rope. Tie rope na ba? Diba?
Ano gas kasi ah? Ano yung
Han nga aglak.
That is
Ano,
the
dapat
problem. Madidire po yun.
Para pa.
Basbasit po ma'am.
Pang-pangit.
At the sizes na ngamin, ay dapat dadakkel nga kastoy. So, dakkel unay dyan inaalat ako compared to the size of the statement,
Correct.
the person attachment.
For
of the
babies.
Thomas.
Babies or rugby?
Okay?
Mm.
Okay, pag amin tatay kasta aya, equipments tayo aya. Okay. So next is, we are now ready to apply the slings. Okay? Who would want to come here and try? Na. Ikaw. You can come. Okay? So, 2 slings is to be applied at the Thomas split. No, that is to support the thigh of the patient. So how are we going to apply? You have to start at the medial portion. Okay? Start at the medial portion, going to the lateral, and then unfold it. Okay? Unfold and
Secure.
secure. Okay. Now for the actual patient, no, we should be using the
Safety pins.
So when we are to put the safety pins, it should be
The bottom.
not the lower portion. Diyan, ilagay natin. Yan. Clip.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? Then, asan na yung malaki? Then another one, no, in here. Ganun. Ganun. Okay? Now, as we are applying dito, the three smaller slings must have to be applied.
Just
Applied dito sa
madi.
person's
Fan-fold mo
attachment
pelang
because
owa. No.
It is
Ay nga to. Nga to. Nga ito.
It is to support the leg of the patient. Now we have to remember there are several principles that we need to consider in the application of this link.
Baliktad.
First is, ano yung unang principle?
Not too tight, not
Okay,
too loose, ma'am.
apply the sling, not too tight nor too loose. It is just enough to follow the contour of the leg. Okay? And then another one is you have to
No.
provide at least an inch.
Baliktad.
No, in between of the sling, that is to provide aeration.
Ang dami na nari.
Ganito lang. You fold.
Fold ko siya.
Parang si Pam.
Pamo.
Tama, higit ka.
O, ano pa? After the provision of at least 1 inch, 1 inch in between the slings. Okay, what else? The popliteal area and the heel must be free
Free from
of the slings.
slings.
Bakit? It is because these areas are prone to ulceration or ang tawag natin sa anong other term? Bed sores. Pressure sores. Okay?
Ano po? Ingatong beb.
Practicing na, sige.
Ngatong.
Okay?
Fold. Fold mo tanga. No. Pasiro.
Yung namin Gonzales,
And then,
No, oh.
Ingatong ba lang?
Amo pelik ko.
Tapos i-fold mo pababa. Tapos clip.
ganyan. Okay. And then, another one, the smoother area must be the one that is in contact with the skin of the patient. Kaya lang pareho lang ito kasi canvas ito. Kasi yung mga ginagamit natin sa POC, green hindi siya canvas, mas smoother yung correct side than that of the wrong side. Okay? So that's it.
Nag-gowning kay Kadid.
When,
Dito,
sir?
Cash dyan. Tulupot.
Okay, sir.
Ayan, ganon. Okay? How are you going to identify the smoother area? Tignan nyo lang kung nasaan yung pinagtahian. Yung pinagtahian, that's the wrong part. Okay? Yun ang Mars Forcer. And the last principle is yung too long and wide there sling is attached to the thigh,
Thigh.
which is on the
Thomas'
spleen,
spleen.
and the 3 smaller has to be attached to
On
the
Pearson's.
Pearson's attachment. Okay. Now is we have to get the short rope and attach it into the upper medial ring. Okay, using a slip knot.
Slip knot.
Slip knot.
That is the leatherette that Sir Elmer's
Oo.
referring to.
Yung iladeret niya pa.
Okay.
Dapat handmade yun kasi ang move dito na.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Leather.
And then,
Guyod. Oh. Okay.
you have to secure it first into the... Nakana dito yan?
Hindi mo, ma'am.
The screw of the Pearson's attachment.
Thomas.
Okay?
Ay, person
Bakit
ba yan?
nilalagay na natin ito before we apply it to the client? Ha? Bakit? To prevent, parang tayo kalkalikutin to ijay pasyente. Kasi, andun na yung tekuna ni Sir Altroy nga butilognan, and daday, vaginanan. Diba? Kayo ba naman yung pasyente?
Batilog.
Okay, so we are now ready to, or the apparatus is already assembled, and we are now ready to apply it to the affected part of the client. And in doing that, we will be needing 3 manpower. The
First person.
first person will be the one to offer the prepared apparatus or the assembled apparatus. The second person will be the one to do the manual fraction. Okay? And the third person will help the patient to lift the affected extremity of the patient and then remove the ground roller. Kasi kailangan din natin alisin ang ground roller. Okay. Okay. Sino ba ang pupunta dito? Because I do have already 2 manpower in here. And then, at the count of 3, simultaneously, hindi pa pala. This is the time that we will be instructing the patient to hold on the overhead trapeze, no? Flex the unaffected leg, and then lift the buttocks. And at the count of 3, we will be inserting the prepared apparatus. Simultaneous dapat yun, ha? Okay. So, who will be the first person? Ikaw? You will be offering this. Sige, ganito po. Dito makawak. Okay? Diba? Ganyan. Lusok mo to. At ikaw to. Okay? And then, sino yung second person? Okay. The second person will do the manual traction. While we are preparing that apparatus, there is already a traction in here, naka-apply na dito. And when we are to offer it, inalis na natin yung traction. That is why we need somebody to do the manual traction. Okay, so dito. Okay? Ganyan ang paghawak, hindi ganyan, ha? Ganyan. Saan akin awan kay bata. Okay? And then who will be assisting the patient? Dito ka din. Dito ka sa banda dito. Okay? So it has to be done simultaneously at the count of kasi yung pasyente ang hold ka dito, then flex the unaffected leg, and then lift up the buttocks.
Correct.
Kasi ilang mo ba? Iso na kayo mangyayir. Kasi dyan lang. Kamu mataba pa. Okay? So, 1, 2, 3.
The fourth person.
Next kami bibatan, i-assist mo.
You should always hold to the joint of your patient when you're moving a leg. And the joint na ako dito, ito pa ankle.
Ankle.
Asiro po
Kami mo.
Zero. Correct.
Magkatanggi mo na.
Kasi nakakatigil. Some more.
Ibagkat mo dyan bagina.
Ba't ibaba mo?
Yan. Yes.
Kaya pag hindi nabutahan, dito ka nga ipandete kasta. Remember, one of the principle of traction is there must always be a continuous traction. That is why it is very important manual traction. Yes? Until such time that the traction weight has been applied, that's the time that you will release it. Okay? Okay? Importante yun, ha? Okay. Sige. Now, at this time, we need now to check on the principles, no, of the traction and the principles of the application of the slings for us to be able to make special or to make tawag natin dito, to make adjustments. Okay? So, dapat may 1 inch, diba? 1 inch of adjustment. Okay. And now, ganyan lang siguro. Ganyan. Kasi may free yung complete ay yung heel. Wala niya. Okay, now we have to get the traction weight, or the traction rope I should say. Okay, wag mo munang alisin yung kamay mo dito. Then, we have to insert it into the Thomas splint holder. Ay, the Stayman pin holder I should say.
Statement.
Okay. Using a slip knot and then
Third
pass
pulley.
through the
Third pulley. Yes.
Ito ang third pulley. Okay.
No.
This is the first pulley and this is the second pulley and this is the third pulley. And then look for the
Instruction.
Okay, and then hang it using any knot. Kahit anong knot. You have to consume all of the
Rope.
rope. Do not let it hang.
Oh.
And make sure na nakatay dito sa lahat-lahat. Okay? Pwede mo na.
Ay, haan. Strong yan.
That's it. Yan. Okay? So after this, what's next? What's next? We have to untie the
Tie rope.
and tie it at the lateral portion of the
Leatherette.
Thomas split using again a slip knot.
Slip knot.
Slip knot or square knot. And then
Suspension
get the
rope.
suspension rope.
Traction.
Mag-tie. Tie it at the center of the tie
Tie
rope.
rope.
Again, using a slip knot.
Slip knot.
Okay. Then have the end of the suspension rope
On the
pass
first
through
pulley.
the
First pulley.
pulley.
And then second pulley.
Diba? And then we have to get
Suspension
the
bag.
suspension bag,
Mm.
slip it up, and then hang it first sa screw of the first pulley. And then pass it through the second pulley. Dito ha, dito banda, hindi dito. And then, it has to pass through
The rest.
below the
Rest is
breast split because we will be removing it after.
yes.
Okay? So pass through below. Bakit ko ba mag-isip?
Meron Chovich na.
Okay? Dapat this is outside of the traction rope. Okay? Okay?
Chovich.
And then, you have to tie it at the
Thomas
spring
spring.
using
Chov.
club hitch
Club
knot.
hitch. Yes, ma'am.
Ayan.
Club hitch. Isa pa.
Okay? And then, we have to consume again. All the ropes. And then Honda suspension.
Ah,
Suspension
bag.
Oh,
Mm. Okay.
and then
Okay.
we are now to
Just
remove the resistive. Okay. Now we are ready to pull the
foot support. Mm.
When talaga nasakit dito, already nag-recover tayo.
Ano, AJ?
Aray! In doing this, you have to secure it. Dito muna. Ganyan. No, it's ribbon na.
Ayun.
Diba? Ribbon nut na dito. Pero yung ribbon nut natin, unlike yung ribbon na dalawa, isa lang.
Isa.
Ganyan lang. Ganyan lang. Okay. Yung dito sa baba, tapos mo dito.
Tapos na bibigay tarot na kapakandeta pa siya. Ato! Ikan jowa.
Titi among fractured. Jojoke lang ba?
Aray!
Happy around. Okay, ganyan. And then, we will
Na.
depende kay si Eddie.
Sige, jaman one month ko ganyan.
Dapat daw hindi ko
Di ba dumot personality, pagsisinaom to pala.
Nagandi kita. Nagandi kita. Nagandi kita alter ego.
Kahit na rin ka.
Ano siya affected leg. Affected. Needs improve. Kaya nasa taas pa ba yun?
Oh. So that's it. Okay. Ayan. The next is we will now check on the efficiency of the traction. Right, checking on the
Movement of the rope.
Moving freely.
then the principles of traction. First is we have to ask the patient again to hold on the overhead release and then flex the unaffected leg and then lift up the buttocks. Then we will swing the apparatus.
Pigsaaman, ma'am.
To and fro and
Side.
Nababaunay yan. So, dapat
Mm.
Okay? Now, the principle of traction is first, the position of the patient is in dorsal recumbent position. That's the first principle. And then the second principle is
EJ traction na away pa rin sa asset pero ano nga traction is away? Ay, EJ naka-flat tapos nakaka-jet naman sa tilted away from the
Tilted
traction.
away. Mm.
okay. The line of pull must be in line with the deformity. That the first pulley must be in line with the thigh of the patient. The second pulley must be in line with the nakaline dapat dito sa knee ng pasyente itong second pulley. So pwede natin i-adjust. Pero wag po nang i-adjust ngayon. Mabalin namin na ipaka-stage po. Okay? Nakalock. And then the third pulley must be in line with the other two pulleys. The first pulley and the second pulley. Okay? And then the third one is the traction should always be continuous. That is why we specify the while back that the manual traction should always be important. Okay? And then the fourth one is we have to observe for the wear and tear of the ropes in the weight box. Okay? So that if we see that there is the rope is already meron na siyang tear, no? We have to remove it and replace it so that we will be preventing the fall of the weight box. So as the weight box, because if it will fall down on the patient, that would additional cost to the patient. Tama?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
then, we have to avoid friction. Okay? Nakita niyo kanina when we move the patient, the rope should be running freely along the groove of the pulley. Dapat hindi siya nakalagay dito. Kasi rope, saan mo nag-release? Should always be running along the pulley. Okay? And then, the weight should be hanging freely. Haan na dapat nakasatag. Or haan na dapat nga in sadag titugaw or whatsoever. Lanisaan. Okay? And then, the knot should be always away from the pulley. So, this is why itong knots na ito. That even we will move the patient, away pa rin siya. Okay? Kasi ang gangal mo pwede na. Okay? So, that's it. Next to that. Next step will be we have to now we have to remove the
Traction.
traction. That is, if the patient needs to be going to a laboratory
Kas lang ano din.
for X-ray,
Pang brace.
MRI, or
Diba?
whatsoever. Okay.
Kasi
So the
ganyan
principle
din.
in there is whatever is the last that is being applied, that would be the first that is being removed. So ano yung huli natin in-apply?
Suspension rope.
Aside from dito because we will not be
Removing.
removing it.
Suspension
Ang
rope.
suspension rope. Ito, ang una natin, ang last natin na
Ah.
analyze, di ba? Okay. Ilagay natin una yung rest.
Awan i-extract ka dyan, patient mo.
Ilagay muna natin.
Tiisan mo, sakit na ko nun.
That we have got to instruct the patient what we are doing always.
Alam sa sakit na.
Like kanina, we have to instruct the patient ipag-inermin, nasakit ng basit, we have to operate. Okay? And then, we have to come to their suspension way, temporarily, because we will be returning it back later on when the patient will be back after the procedure. The suspension. That's all. No. Yung sabi mo, tapos itagal na siya.
Anong tanong mo dito? Brianna?
Tapos bigat ka nakapag-grad din. Na? Oh?
Always remove.
Ito yung brake cluster.
And then we have to, yes ma'am, remove it on the center of the rope, tie
Tie.
rope. Okay? And then what about the tie rope? Are we going to remove it?
Medyo ako.
We have to loosen at the lateral part. Okay?
Ay, awan. Awan pa yun sila. Ito ang bigat. Masakit.
And that's it. Again.
Baka ni Sir Elmer di mo ngandil. Yun yan.
Aywan niya gaya.
Okay? Of the person's touch.
Ito ang bigat na tabi.
Diyan ka mo.
Sir, sikat pa siya nito.
Okay. And then, we need again somebody to do the manual function. The two manual fraction, dito ang full. So, another.
Pakasta. Slip natin, tatik mo.
Bibigay namin yung ginagamit ko sa inyo.
Club
Yun
sheets.
kayo mag-refer.
Yes, ma'am.
Hindi ko lang alam kung kanino ko ibibigay or baka binigay na ni Sir Ed. Okay? And then, we will be securing this into the rest split. We have to include the rest split already because this will go with the patient. Okay, using club hitch na.
Mm-mm.
Ah,
Om Sim.
then, another club hitch nut sa Thomas spring.
Ito, good mo ni-resplay kung ano mo. Ano ka lang lang.
And another club hitch nut sa Pearson's attach. And then, we will again consume all the rows. Never leaving nothing. Now we are ready to transfer the patient.
Yay!
Of course, there will be a stretcher in here. So my question is, saan natin ilalagay yung stretcher? Is it on the unaffected part or the affected part?
Affected part.
It will be on the affected part. Dito dapat because the unaffected will help move,
Move.
the
Flex.
body towards the
Mhm.
stretcher as we help the patient.
Yes, ma'am.
Pero doon na tayo sa kabila tutulong.
Yes, ma'am.
Andito yung stretcher.